broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Take it in and breathe the light. Leave me when I lose my sight. Finally we're seeing paradise. There's no need to roll the dice. You're the devil's sacrifice, breaking down the door to steal the throne. Spread my wings and fly. Feel the power, now you're by my side. I've been searching, but you didn't hide. You were there through my darkest days. You know me in my eyes, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. And I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. See the fire, see the fire. And I feel like I could spread my wings and fly.
Drivers come and go, but echoes of the past always remain. Competing in arenas that have stood the test of time, where glory and failure are separated by fractions, where victories are rescued from the jaws of defeat. This is where history is made. This is Formula One.
Welcome to Albert Park. Located in Melbourne, Australia, the track was first opened in 1953, but it officially became part of the Formula One World Championship in 1996 when it replaced the Adelaide Grand Prix as home of the Australian Grand Prix. It's set around Albert Park Lake, making it one of the most unique and scenic tracks on the F1 calendar. Unlike permanent circuits, Albert Park is a semi-street circuit, meaning its use of public roads around the lake give this unique mix of fast straights and tight corners a creative balance between speed and technical driving. The current Grand Prix layout is a 5.2 kilometer long circuit with 14 corners after the modifications in 2022 to improve overtaking. For many years, Albert Park was the first race of the F1 season, making it a favorite among fans. It was the opening round from 1996 until 2019, with a break in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic. Albert Park has hosted a variety of races over the years, including Formula One, Supercars, the Australian GT Championship, and Porsche Cup. This will be the first time CMRSC will visit the circuit, so it should be interesting to see what the drivers can do down the land, down under. In the real world of Formula One, in 2025, it returns as the first round of the championship, and we cannot forget about the chaos this circuit can produce in the form of 2023's record-breaking most red flags to the upgraded layout, giving us 4 DRS zones. Hold on for this wild ride With one of the fastest circuits on the calendar and overtaking common around here, take note of the best corners for racing, like Turn 1, Brabham Corner. It's a fast, tight right-hander at the end of the main straight. Using DRS on the main straight and braking late, dive bombing on the inside can work out for you. However, there have been multiple first lap crashes, and over the years, close battles have ended in crashes at T1. Turn 3, Jones Corner. It's a sharp right-hander after the short DRS straight. Outbraking your opponent and getting a strong exit for turn 2 is the strategy you want to take. And one of the more famous moves we can remember in the real world is Fernando Alonso's aggressive multiple overtakes in the Australian Grand Prix just a few years ago. Turn 9 and 10. It's a flat-out chicane leading into a big braking zone for turn 11. Carrying speed down the straight and using DRS to close in will be the key strategy, as we saw it in the real world in 2022. This section is now a prime overtaking spot. Turn 11, Ascari. It's a sharp right-hander at the end of the new section of speed, but with the use of DRS down the straight and braking late, you can move your opponent off the racing line and get moves down the inside. We've seen many overtakes with that new update of the track. And then lastly, it's the entry and the final corner to the DRS zone. It's a tricky left-hander leading up to the final right-hander. And the best strategy is really placing your car in the right place, following along. Overtaking is difficult in the final couple of corners, so you want to get as close as possible to potentially set up a move in turn 1 with DRS. In the world of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, this will be host to round 2, the second round of the 2025 Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club Formula 1 World Championship. What's not to love about the first round of the championship? And what we had with battles going throughout the field. While the podium was set in stone from the halfway point, penalties and drive-thrus gave a chance to a lucky few, and big points were earned. Cody Lawrence took victory for Red Bull and now leads the driver's standings. But with the first round under our belt, we can now look ahead to Australia, where lap times over the weekly practice are getting very close, and racing will be closer. A single VSC from round 1. Will we see more for round 2? Will it be a relatively clean race for the second round? We will just have to wait and see. CMRSC and F1 lock in and are ready to go for the second round of the championship, beginning at Albert Park. As this is round 2, the Australian Formula 1 CMRSC Grand Prix.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. As we're now heading into the session right now, welcome to another fantastic round of racing here today. And what an event we have for you ready to go here. As we are just making some troubleshooting, as we are now arriving here in Australia. We had a lot of slightly bit technical difficulties here and there, but we are good. And we have ourselves a potential largest grid on the calendar. So this may be a record-breaking race here, folks, as we have just entered right back into the session. Yes, we have. So drivers on track for this final 10 minutes of practice. Before we get in, we are making sure everything is good to go on our side to give you guys the best quality stream, making sure everything is all good to go. We do not want to give you guys anything less of what we can provide here. But CMRSC is back for another week of exciting racing here for another round of this fantastic championship. Of course, this is the CMRSC Formula 1 World Championship. What an event we had last round as well. You saw it in the preview there where we recapped the last race at Bahrain. Wow. Absolutely stunning of what the drivers could do, and we had ourselves a lot of fun. Now we get down to business here because it is time for the second round of this fantastic championship. Just going to make sure the audio levels are working on our side here. Just give me one moment. Stunning of what the drivers could do, and we had ourselves a lot of fun. All right, apologies for that. We are good to go. We'll turn up some music here for you guys. A quiet start here for this practice session, but qualifying is coming up, so don't you worry. Let's go on board with some of the drivers here, and let's get ourselves some music, because at the end of the day, this is a party. It's a time to have some fun around here. This is for the Australian Grand Prix. It's going on in the real world. Hey, let's see it. So, let's take a look at all those drivers we have. I think they all are still loading back into the session. We did have a couple of restarts. There you see Rootin' around, just getting it all wrong. Let's go look at this fantastic list of drivers over here. Let's actually swap it so you can see myself and the list over there. So let's start off with our top drivers. We have Mike Van Dorn, as they're all going to start sitting in some laps, so all the times are going to be changing as we go through. Mike Van Dorn. We're going to be seeing him back. Hopefully better luck in the Porsche. Nick Edwards coming off of a P2 at Bahrain. Hopefully he'll be doing good. P4 for Anna Adam in that last race in Ferrari. So hopefully he's been looking very quick. A top 3 time for him. Can't wait to see what he can do out there. As we aforementioned, Andrew Narine, Diamond Racing. He'll be really the one to watch around here. He's looking very quick. Dominic Mizzuzzo, unfortunately still not seeing the... One moment here. So apologies. So Dominic Mizzuzzo, he's the American driver from Texas that we learned last race. Unfortunately, still has not seen the country flag being fixed there. Justin Nasir gonna come back now. We're gonna see those had a great rivalry, so that's gonna be very exciting to see what they can do. The X-Play boys, Martin Webster and Marlon Young, 2 Guyanese drivers, very, very, very quick in the GT world, still finding their feet in the category of open wheel. Hopefully, they'll be improving. Evan and Joshua, the Steinberg brothers. Now, these 2 guys, they're going to have a lot of fun out here. Evan, especially, he's been looking very, very quick out there. Can't wait to see what he can do on track. Next list. Casper Krogsgaard in the Acura. We're going to see what one of the many Danish drivers on circuit will be able to do out here. Our fastest driver and your championship leader, Cody Lawrence, the American, in Red Bull. He's looking just to continue that point streak. Sven Bergstein. Mike has a teammate in Porsche, and it's Sven. Unfortunately, we couldn't see him in the last round, but we are seeing him in this round. And a return here. If you remember back to the Formula 4 European Championship, it's Tom Flex. I do love saying that name. He's about to flex on the competitors out there on track. I'm so excited to see Tom. He is one of the quickest drivers you're going to find in F1. Oh, I can't wait to see what he's going to be doing. In his first round, the Frenchman, he's out on track. Klaus Klint is also out there. Hopefully we'll be seeing some great results from him. A couple other drivers to note for. Jaden Harrison. Hopefully we'll be seeing him. I know we saw him some practice, but also drivers have to remember that time did change for us in North America. So the stream may have started a bit earlier for you guys, or maybe a bit later. For us, we were shifted an hour later, so... Or sorry, an hour earlier, so we should have... We have put out many announcements over the break to make sure all drivers are up to date on time. Who else do we have in there? Jarrell Moore, I've not heard too much of him, but we have seen some practice times of that driver there. David Costa in the Jaguar, going to make his debut race out here. Tuzwanto's been doing a lot of practice over the week. New driver coming in for Peugeot, that is Alexander Anderson. So still unseen about what he can do on track. We're also going to get Danny Nasir. He should be coming in very soon. You see in that list in the Haas, Luca Andretta, he's also going to be out there, so keep an eye on him. Luca on track, you already know he's going to be one of the best to do it, but can he be the best to take down the championship leader, Cody Lawrence? It's all to play for out here. Stephen Bola in the Williams. In the real world, Williams was absolutely amazing on pace. Can we see the Guyanese get into the session here and put in some laps? Let's see what he can do in the race. It's all to play for, like I've said. Lance Nasir also in for TCOD. Unlucky in the last race, getting collected in an incident, but hopefully we can change things around in the second round of the championship. Anderson Baiano, the Brazilian. I haven't seen anything of him in the past couple of days. He's racing for Team RB. Hopefully we'll be seeing him on track. He's always a really good driver to watch. And another one,
Spider-Man out here. Matisse Parker in the Toyota GR. He's also going to be another one to watch on track. Michael McName, also another driver to look out for. He was very quick in that last round in the Penske. Could be a highlight to watch, as well as Brandon Smith and Andy Reese, two very, very quick drivers. That is the list. Let's go and see all these drivers here. Currently 18 into the session. There's a couple new team colors that you're going to be seeing out here on track. So it should be very exciting. Let's catch our breaths here. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go before we get this one underway. Let's take a look here on board here with... Oh, never mind. Hits the wall there. That's the Porsche of Mike Van Doren, looking for a driver to give us a lap that we can watch around here. I think we can find P9 of Marlon Young. Let's watch him and stay with him. After turn 2, DRS right out enabled. Heading into the next braking zone, braking after the 100-meter board. Turning in third gear. He's got Casper just following in behind him into the left-hander. We're not watching too strictly on track limits on the outside there, but drivers still have to worry about other limits all around the circuit. Very quick section over here, just downshifting once, getting right back onto the throttle, using all the exit curve, maybe even clipping into the grass if you have to. Whatever it takes, and there you see it's just completely flat out. It's DRS enabled onto this long straight, and then it's just one downshift into this fast chicane. Let's see how he does it. And there you see him, just a helicopter shot there. That's a better one. Into the next DRS zone. Heading into a harder braking zone here, down into third gear. Really sharp, missing the apex there, but you got to use all that curve. You really want to throw it in. Same with this corner, but as we saw in the real world of qualifying, well, it's all about keeping that momentum up. Final corner on the front straight. Oh, and he drops it. Contact is made. And that is, oh, wow. Now, that would 100% be a caution, as we have yellow flags on the front straight. And yeah, 100%. That would have been a safety car in the race. Nonetheless, though, we still have exciting racing about to go down. Just saw Jaden Harrison get into the session there, so currently at 19, 30 seconds left to go. And here's our fastest driver on track, Cody Lawrence, your championship leader. As we watch him. Just gonna turn up the engine levels for you guys at home. Looks a little bit quiet on our side. Yeah, it is. Crank that up quite a bit. And checkered flag is out now. So, that is practice complete. Racing about to get underway shortly. We're waiting until 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 15 minutes time. We got to get through qualifying first, but Cody Lawrence is on the bubble now. Let's take a look at those sector times. Actually, it doesn't look like it's getting there. And Jaden Harrison able to get in, not missing a single beat. I see him in chat there. So still looking for a couple more drivers. Luca Andretta, Matisse Parker, Justin Nasir, Michael McName, Lance Nasir, Danny Nasir. A lot of Nasirs there. Anderson Baiano, Stephen Bola, Alexander Hamilton. That's funny. Alexander Anderson as Cody Lawrence goes in for a 17.612. We're going to make sure we get all names right as we see the Ferrari. They're just coming around T1. Checker flag's already out, though, so should be good on there. 20 drivers now in the session. Yes, we have 20 drivers in the session. That is very good. We're going to take a quick break here. You're just going to see my face here for a little bit as we just make sure audio levels are good on our side. But yeah, should be fantastic racing coming up shortly. So do not miss it for the world. Grab yourself some popcorn, sit back and relax, because unlike the real Australian Grand Prix, we're not starting in the middle of the night, unless you're in Europe, unfortunately, as they're going to be driving in the midnight hours, and we still are very happy to see them racing with us every Saturdays. And for you guys, the viewer who is tuning in, 925 subscribers and still counting, we are on course for 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the whole world if you can hit that subscribe button.
like the stream if you're liking it. If not, we still got some racing coming up, so stick around. As we get right back into this session here, qualifying will get underway very, very, very shortly. I think it's time we have a little word with our drivers now. You're not going to hear them. Let's have a word with them. As we just head back in. Qualifying countdown is up, so here we go. All right, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club Formula 1 World Championship here live for the Australian Grand Prix. Hopefully everybody has caught up on all the updates that we've done. Just want to quickly mention a couple things from our side here. DRS will not be announced by me. I'm just not getting any notification from my side on the stream. So it will always be enabled, should be on lap 3, and will always be enabled the third lap after VSC restarts. Other than that, the rest has all been basically the same. Hopefully, for all our new drivers, you have gone through and looked through the DRS and VSC procedure videos and have read through all the rules. When it comes to virtual safety cars, we are going to unlap and make sure all drivers are unlapped. They go around once. 20 seconds left to go before we get qualifying underway. Best of luck to everyone. Let's have a good session out there. And for us, let's get a good session out there as well. Here we go. Qualifying underway, starting up right about now. Here we go. Welcome to the second round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club Formula 1 World Championship. We are live here for the Australian Grand Prix, and as drivers head out onto the track, we could very well be seeing a record-breaking grid on track. I see the number 25 on my map. I'm having a slight heart attack. We're going to get this one underway. Drivers heading out on track. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix in the real world of Formula 1. We're back. And it's so nice to see F1 returning in the real world. And as for us, we're still in business. It's the second round of the championship. And we got ourselves a stacked lineup. Very, very exciting for this race. All right, here we go. So, as we watch all the drivers come around, one thing I do want to note here for you guys on stream side, that camera that you saw right there, we're not really having the best angles of this straight. So we're going to try our best to try to navigate through it, maybe go some onboard shots throughout that part, but that is really the only section of the track that we're really just not getting the full scope of the action. So we're also going to be taking advantage of the drone camera. Should be enabled right now. There we go. So here is the CMRSC drone camera, featured many, many, many times before in our league, and will show us a cooler perspective of what's going on track. So, first man to set in a lap, it's this one, the Guyanese, Marlon Young. Let's watch him from a bird's eye view, heading into T1, braking. Oh, a little bit off track. That's going to be track limits already. But he's going to keep pushing on, because at the end of the day, you really got to get these tires warmed up. Actually looks like he has backed off, so you know what? I think we should just head off to the next driver behind him. That's Jaden Harrison. Let's stick onto the drone, though. It's a pretty awesome shot. Oh, I take that back. I don't think we can head to the drone for a moment there. So let's stay on board with him. Jaden Harrison. Fast section over here, downshifting into 5th gear, accelerating out, and there you see, flat out through there. You want to stick on the inside line of this long back straight. Nick Edwards is going to be behind them, wanting to feast on some slipstream as they go up this straight with DRS flat open. Purple sectors are being taken away, so somebody's going quicker than Jaden Harrison on this lap, but the Ferrari's looking very stable through that section of the track. Nick Edwards. Is he purple? He's not purple, but both of them are going very quick. Nick might be impeded by Jaden Harrison, so they both have to keep it friendly around here. As they head into a hard braking zone. Oh, bit of a slide. Nick Edwards. Wrong direction, looking on track, so we're going to stay with Jaden Harrison as he comes to the start-finish line. The time that the drivers are going to be chasing down, it's a 1 minute 21.011. So, lots of time still on the board to take down this. Cody Lawrence is going to right away do so with a 1:18.209. The Sauber of Tom Flex is going to go up there. 18.9 and 18.3 is going to go to the Maserati of Dominic Mazuzzo as he almost pins it into the wall. He actually is going to go into the grass and will take it straight to the pits. Evan Steinberg also putting in a lap time of a 1:21.523. We see Justin Nasir also lap there of a 22.7. Track's going to be rapidly improving throughout this session. Let me see if we have a final count of drivers in the session. Currently it's at 24, so we're on the bubble. We are tied once again for the most amount of drivers in a CMRSC race. Very exciting. I think we're going to have to reduce the scale of this just a moment here. Just put in a number there. There we go. All right, let's focus back on and let's see what Justin Nasir is doing in the McLaren. McLaren's in pole position in Melbourne, so let's see if history can repeat in the world of sim racing. Not this lap, though. Justin is a second off in the middle sector. Cody Lawrence, however, will go even faster with a 1:17.556. Incredible lap from him. Red Bull once again on top. What can the likes of the rest of the drivers do about that? Yeah, it is a very quick time, so you gotta imagine these drivers are feeling the pressure, knowing that, wow, that is the lap times that drivers in the same car as me are pulling off. You gotta imagine they're gonna want to start turning it up with 5 minutes left to go in the session. So really gonna be pushing out here. I do see Danny Nasir. That was another driver who I was wondering if we were gonna see him in the session. We are, so that's good. Order being shuffled up in the mid-pack. They're having fun. Webster, he misses T1's apex, but he's already put up a lap time. Ferrari, there you see P3, as well as Verkstein, Porsche. They're all going off turn one. But there you see, the times are rapidly increasing. Now Ferrari's in third position, followed by Sauber. It's a classic livery, might I add. It's not Red Bull officially, it is Sauber. But it's got a retro paint scheme on there. I felt like it looked amazing. The Petronas RB Formula One team, driven by the Frenchman of Tom Flex. Maserati has taken P2 and P3 with Nick Edwards getting up there. That is a teammate rivalry I've continued to say is going to be a fantastic one to watch throughout this championship. As we continue on now, who do we see potentially improving? We're going to look at sector times. We're going to look at Cody Lawrence. Actually looks like he's on an out lap. Nick Edwards could potentially be on a lap, as well as this man. Now it looks like Mazuzzo has just exited out pit road, as well as Justin Nasir. As we continue on, Dominic Mazuzzo still trying to find some time here as we go down the order. Here comes the Ferrari of Anna Adam. I think it's a good time to get him on for this lap as Marlon Young gets it all wrong. T1 may have distracted Adam for a moment there, was not fully committed into T1, but now into T3 here, braking in fourth gear. It's a very tricky part of the circuit that these cars are getting quite unstable. There you see a bit wide goes Adam there, potentially have lost about a tenth or two in that section, but still going to keep pushing on this lap. You see it was 2 tenths as well. He is right there with Cody Lawrence's lap time of a 17.5. Lots of traffic, however, on this back straight. Slipstream engage for Adam, but it's not going to be helpful for his lap. Oh, and Andrew's actually given up that spot for him. Joshua Steinberg also up the road, and he's gonna get out the way. So looks like Adam may have had a bit of a break here on this lap. In Ferrari now into the braking zone. Sharp hits the apex, little kiss, and right back out. This could be a very good lap time Potentially could split Maserati with 2 minutes left to go. Just have to nail the final couple of corners. It's a little bit slow into the penultimate corner. Oh, and he spun it. Has to hold the brakes. That was a very quick time. Looking at it, personal improvement in the middle sector. He has one more opportunity, but too hot. Letting the rears run way too hot, and we've seen it in qualifying today. What can you expect with pushing the tires that hard? So meanwhile, Bergstein also goes up to P6. We have Parker going to 7th position. Oh, he's actually stopped on track. Looks like he's trying to get him his space. I don't blame him. It's a lot of traffic out there. Meanwhile, Cody Lawrence, he's going to come around the start-finish line now. 2 seconds off on this lap time. But we're going to watch him on this one, see what he can do. Traffic on the start-finish line. Rupner Ryan in the way. Have to get out the way. You have to watch pit exit. Please watch pit exits when you're coming out. And Rupner Ryan, might I say, that's a second time in 2 rounds that Rupner Ryan has found himself wrong timing and unfortunately blocking the championship leader from potentially improving. Cody Lawrence's qualifying is complete. There's no chance he's coming around again. But drivers have to be smart. They need to understand where they're coming out on track. Meanwhile, Adam, all of them backing up on the final couple of corners. You see just one, so it looks like he's heading into the pits maybe. No, he's just let out that Ferrari to let him go. Lots of traffic throughout here. Harrison is struggling out there. Marlon Young goes up to 12th position. He's going to pull over to the side of the track. Qualifying and checkered flag has completed now, so it's all up to the rest of the drivers down the grid. Maserati, they're happy with their time. They don't think anybody can compete with it. And looks like Adam, he's trying to push hard. He did look pretty confident throughout there, 25.8. He's actually a 10th down, so is pushing actually on this lap, so we're going to stick with him. Can Ferrari split Maserati? That's the big question. Maserati's been so quick. That constructors battle between Maserati and Ferrari, it's a heated rivalry. With Ferrari at the moment leading it to the constructors, but with Jaden Harrison not on the pace, it's all up to this man, the Canadian. And what can Adam do in the braking zone once again? This is all about how much you've saved your tires throughout this lap. A little bit of a lift, staying in 6th gear, brake in a straight line. Do not want to overcook the rear. You can see him partially on the throttle, making sure he's feeling right. Steinberg off the track there, goes to the pits. Can Adam split the Maseratis? P2, he does so, and actually doesn't even split him. He goes ahead of him. Ferrari goes to the front row. That's a great lap from him. And that's going to be qualifying complete at the very end. Cody Lawrence once again goes 2 for 2 in qualifying. Pole position will go to Cody Lawrence. All right, congratulations to your top 3 there. Cody Lawrence and Adam Dominic Mizzuzzo. 100%, yeah, did see the issues there on the traffic there for qualifying. But, yeah, we're going to have to review that one after the race. I did see a handful of drivers, not going to point them out about all that. But we're going to talk about that one after the race. Nonetheless, though, 46 seconds till we get on the grid. I've set it to about 2.5 minutes, I believe, when we're on the grid. So plenty of time to just relax here before we get into racing. So once again, just going to go through a couple of things. Remember that for all our new drivers in this championship, mandatory, not just tire change, this is a mandatory compound change. So if you're going to start on one compound, you must use a different compound in the race. Pitting under a safety car is allowed, but it will not count towards your tire change. We've already had a couple of drivers receive a 25-second time penalty for not adhering to that rule. So you must only under green flag conditions change your compound. If you change it in the pits, expect to do another pit stop under green. So 3 minutes, 12 seconds.
Make sure everything is set up on your side. Setups and pit stop strategies for fuel and all that. Remember, refueling, damage repair, all that is legal, especially during a VSC restart. Make sure to hit the steering wheel button on your side. Any other questions, you can quickly let me know in general chat. If not, I think we should have a good race out here. And just to double check, we are once again tied for the most amount of drivers in a CMRSC race. Once again with 24, could be 23. I think it's just dancing between the two. Missing a couple of drivers we did think we'd see for the actual race who did practice earlier. Overall, let's have a good one. Once again, let me just remind everyone about turn 1. It's a quick one, so a little less dangerous than the hairpin at Bahrain, but still applies. Be safe out there. Be easy. We're going to watch. We're going to be lenient because we know turn 1 could have a little bit of a kerfuffle here and there. So do yourself a favor and just back out of moves if you don't think it's possible, especially on the opening lap. That's always a very, very fast one. We did have an incident on lap 1 in the last race, but drivers were able to get going really quickly. So once again, let's try to keep this one as clean as possible. Yeah, most importantly, let's have fun out there. Everyone, if you have, make sure you've already checked out that video for the VSC procedure, so I don't have to explain that. And one last thing, DRS is not going to be called out by me, so I'm not going to come over voice comms to let you know when DRS is enabled. The server will just let you know. I don't get the notification. Good luck, everyone. 90 seconds left to go. Second round of the championship. Very happy to see everyone out here racing. Let's sound it off, guys. Good luck. And good luck to them. And here we go. A minute 18 left to go here for the first round as we count down the time till we get green flag. As we have the round 2, second round of the Formula 1 World Championship for Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club at the Australian Grand Prix. And it's not just a regular race. It's a virtual. And it is next. And here we go. 40 seconds until we get this one underway. Welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, and welcome to the second round of the championship. All drivers lined up on the grid there, and we're going to have ourselves a very fun race. Here we go. We're just getting zoomed in into T1 as the lights are about to go off here for this one. The drivers ready to go. Lights up on their screen. It's time to sound this one off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 5 lights. And it is go, go, go. Marlon Young will get a drive-through for a jump start, but we're already underway. Cody Lawrence with the lead. Adam dive bombing to the inside. He's almost got the move done, could not get it. Steinberg also getting a drive-through. Mazzucco to the outside, potentially trying to look for a move. Can he get it done? Oh, he's almost there. He's got it. Dominic to second. Adam shuffled down to third. Van Dorn will also get a drive-through. 3 drivers have already gotten it all wrong in the start of this one. Carnage in the back has already ensued. And I think we're going to call it off, potentially. All right, virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car deployed. Stand by for the sound. And too much carnage has already gone off at the start of this one. We're going to be looking at the replays to see what in the world just went off. Safety car's out for the first time here for this one. So no overtaking, no overtaking. Reduce your pace down to 100 kilometers. That's for the leader. 100 kilometers for the leader. So you're free to enter the pits if you like. Remember, if you're going to do a change of tires, you have to still pit under green for that mandatory tire change. Lots of carnage in that start of this race. And we're going to take it through, and we're going to figure out what in the world happened there. So let's just go in and let's see who we can start off with. And let's look at it here. This is the onboard with just one toe as we head into
one here. What happened? And they look to be pretty clean. Look, some contact there. I think one of the cars went off the track. Still looks fine. But then, oh my goodness, carnage on the middle straight. Everyone has gone off there. Wow, that is huge. Let's take it back once again and let's figure out what the hell was this. And let's look at it from the front here. Wow, carnage. Absolute chaos here. And there you see one of the drivers getting it wrong. That's the Porsche. David gets it wrong, and that is huge. That is so many cars making a massive pileup on that straight. I think it starts off with Costa. So let's go on board with him. Let's see what happens with Costa here. Drops it. Everyone gets collected. Drivers upside down. Drivers all over the place. And unfortunately, that has caused us the first caution of this race. That is my unfortunate. So we're back on track. So, under caution here for this Australian Grand Prix. Lap 1 has been a wreckfest there. When one driver gets it wrong, the rest are, it's just chaos. Absolute chaos here under this safety car, as all drivers still under caution. So take a look at some of those tires that are already being swapped up. Remember, a couple of them still have to make pit stops in this race if they did come, and a lot of them had to take a drive-through. So who do we have here? Mazzuto in second. That's Adam in third. Nick Edwards, P4. Fifth position going to Tom Flex. Verkstein is sixth position. Harrison has been able to jump up some spots. He's seventh. Casper is eighth. Justin Nasir, ninth. Joshua Steinberg is 10th. Klaus 11th. Evan is 12th. Marlon 13th. And oh, trouble! Come on, guys. Single file in this safety car. We do not need bumping with each other. Come on, guys. Give each other some space. Anderson, if you have to return back to the spot, you can do so. But make sure, guys, single file and keep some distance. Keep some space. Michael, you need to slow down. There's no overtaking. There is no overtaking. I think I just saw him lag out to the session there. So yeah, Michael did just lag out there. So still under caution, guys. We're just waiting for one more driver to catch back up to the queue, and then we'll sound it off. So still under caution. But once again, guys, give each other some space. Give each other some space. Back off a little bit if you need to. Conditions here, but hopefully we should be back out very soon. Let's continue down the order here as we continue here. So Klaus is P11, Steinberg is 12th, Marlon Young 13th, Van Dorn is 14th, Baiano 15th, 16th going to Ruben Ryan, 17th is Parker. You saw he got it wrong in turn 1, so very surprised to see him back here because of that incident. Webster 18th, Tiswanto is 19th. Brandon Smith is 20th. Costa is 21st. 22nd is Danny Nasir.
So still under caution here for this first round of the championship. 20 concurrent viewers. Reason why that wasn't a red flag. We got it all sorted. Everyone just needed to turn around back on track and get going. That was a very easy one to solve through instead of just going through a safety car and potentially risking another big crash like that again. Danny, you're catching up to the queue now, so start to slow down your pace. We're still waiting for one more driver, so 2 to go. So 2 laps to go before we get underway. A bit more trouble there at the back. The driver's still shuffling through. All right, so Cody, you can pick that up to 120. You can pick up the pace just a little bit. So the next lap we will go racing. So as drivers aggressively warming up their tires, there you see the 2 Maseratis and take a look at this. Look how funny that front straight looks at all these drivers. Warming up their tires. I love it. But here on the front straight, all the drivers getting ready for this restart. It's a very quick track, so you do need these softs to be prepared. Somebody's in the pits there, don't know who it is. It's Van Dorn. Van Dorn is taking it to the pits, so he'll be entering from the rear of this field. All right, so at the end of this lap, we will go racing. At the end of this lap. Remember, VSC restart is a regular safety car restart, so the leader will control when we go racing. So I'll let you know when that is going to be underway. After we get through the fast chicane, we're going to say no more weaving, so get your last bit of tire warming now on this straight, because when we get past that chicane, there'll be no more weaving, and it'll be just single file and staying a consistent pace. So here we go, drivers getting ready for this one, for the restart here for this Australian Grand Prix. Chaos at the start of this race, but in the real world of F1, that is completely normal. 1000%. We've seen it so many times. Last year, we've had the most amount of red flags, so that was insane. And seeing in chat there, who do you have winning this race? Cody Lawrence is looking very quick. That may be the safe option, but I'm a rebel out here. I would love to see Dominic Mazzuzzo take it. He's looking very quick out there. All right, there'll be no more weaving, no more weaving. Danny? All right, yeah, you can go through. You can go through. So Danny Nasir is actually a lap down there. So Danny was a lap down there, so don't worry about that. All right, Cody, you're controlling the pace. You're controlling the pace. All right, here we go. And Cody is gone, and we're back underway. Green flag conditions. Let's go racing. Back underway here. And there we see already on the inside, potentially, that's Nick Edwards side by side with Ed Adam. He's made contact with him. Have they gotten through? Oh, no, it's 3 cars all off there. Looks like they've got it going. Please tell me they've got it going. Yes, they have. They're good. They're good. We're underway. So once again, we're back underway, racing again. And here we go. So leading already now on the field, it is Mr. Cody Lawrence. Actually, don't worry about that warning. Just keep racing, guys. So Cody Lawrence leads this Grand Prix
followed by Dominic Mazzucco. We have a position here as we see Marlon Young getting the move done, as well as Anna Adam getting it on the McLaren. C1's for Jaden Harrison. He's been shuffled up to 4th position while his teammate has fallen down the order quite a bit. And Cody indeed is a very, very quick driver. Somebody you got to watch out for in this one. And fastest lap for Cody Lawrence. It's a 1:21.505 as we truly get this one underway. There we see another position being made side by side. Klaus Klint and Mike Van Dorn. They're on the front straight. Mike has a little bit of toe onto Nick Edwards. A little bit of a squeeze though. And Mike's gonna back off. He's gonna want to go for the slipstream on this next part of the circuit. Justin Nasir already into pits for his mandatory pit stop, so he's come in pretty early in this one. Slipstreaming here is Tom. Defense to the inside. RB of Anderson Baiano will head to the outside, trying to look for any potential move. Cannot get it done. Contact is made for Mates Parker, and looks like he's flick spinned at 360. He can get back going now. And meanwhile, we also have trouble there. We see Baiano has actually hit the wall. He's got back going as well. So once again, keeping it green. Single car incidents we do not want to call. Adams already trying to get back some positions that he lost. He's already slipstreaming, going to the inside of Casper. Hard on the brakes. Does he get the move done? Oh, sweet as you like it. Dive bomb down the inside, got it going. Meanwhile, Van Dorn already starting to get some moves done in this part of the circuit. Klaus, he gets the overtake done successfully. And meanwhile, Webster, I think he's teleported to the pits. And already more positions being made. So no, actually that's Webster. So Webster took it straight to the pits. And hopefully we'll see him out there. Do not want to see drivers quitting out early. That is very sad if they do. Oh, trouble. Van Dorn spins it in T2. Gets going once again. That is nuts. Gonna be best for his race. Remember, he's already spun early on in this one. As Tezwanto also gets into the pits as well. So 2 drivers coming in for their stops. Brandon Smith, there you see him P18. Somebody's kicked up the grass just ahead of him there. There you see under a second there. DRS is not enabled just yet. But should be by the end of this lap. So it's going to be Bergstein Porsche versus Harrison Ferrari. As they're coming around for the 8th lap of 30 in this Grand Prix. Also really close by. DRS is enabled. We got the notification here. DRS enabled. DRS enabled. I'm very happy to see we did get that. Last race we did not. So here we go. Action can really get underway. Flap is open for the Ferrari as he chases down the podium. The very quick section around here. Jaden goes a little bit wide, loses a bit of time. Not gonna help out. I think we'll see a 116. No chance. These cars are not doing it like the real world. As meanwhile, we do have some positions back here. Tezwanto gets through on Brandon Smith as Brandon runs off the track. Meanwhile, here we go. Very close now. Lap traffic ahead of them. I think that's the Mercedes. Up the inside for the Ferrari. Does he get the move done on Sven? That's his favorite part of the circuit for the Ferraris. Jaden gets it going. 3rd position for Jaden Harrison. Ferrari is on the podium. Oh, and a slide. Trouble. Bergstein gets it wrong. Gets going, but the rears are lit up after that one. And also another Ferrari's gonna go past them. Insult to injury for Porsche. On the slipstream now, could get DRS in this section. He has not got it. He's not gotten through the detection point close enough. Flicking it into the left-hander, and Sven is really pushing on hard to get this move on. And Adam, he knows he's fighting for the podium. And this is a constructors battle too. His teammate Van Doorn is down the order in P11, so Porsche is really going to be relying on Verkstein, one of two of the Dutch drivers that are racing on this team. As you see lap traffic, Danny Nasir goes, oh, he's there! Adam has to defend onto the inside. Danny has to let through, blue flags, it's hard to in between the chicane, but they've gotten going. Almost lost out there for a moment was that Ferrari. So now, onto the front straight. DRS will be enabled for Verkstein. And he's got it going now, and he's now starting to close up that gap. How close can he get? That's the real question. Gaining. It looks like he's backed off. Not going to go it for this first section of the track. Sven misses the first apex. And that's a Porsche. That is the right way of saying it. That Ferrari has some great top speed on the straight. And oh my goodness, what a save for Verkstein! Sliding the rear. Those medium tires really feeling the heat. Early on now, wow. Teammates also overtaking each other here. That's Joshua and Evan. They're having a bit of fun back there. Meanwhile, once again, still, here we go side by side. And Sven is going to get the overtake on and Adam. Almost into the grass, might I add. And now DRS is going to go to the Ferrari this time as he starts to slipstream back to the Porsche. Ferrari closer now, gaining. More lap traffic ahead of him in the form of Costa and the Jaguar just up the road. Dirty air for the Ferrari as well. Needs to let through Costa. I imagine on the front straight he's going to get onto the inside. And he does so. He does get out the way. As they're on the front straight. Ferrari really trying to push on. Sven makes a mistake. Goes deep. DRS enabled. 4 Ferraris. And Adam to the outside. Has to go the long way around. Almost touches the grass, but gets the move done. Just about. Can Sven hold on? Just about. No. And Adam spins it over the curb. And this time it's going to be Sven who's going to win out on that bout. And that's what I'm saying. Pushing these tires so hard in this race. Gets no wrong. Casper will go up to the top 5. And that is really amazing racing there from these guys. It was very close. That was very, very close, I will say. A lot of drivers already being lapped, so if a virtual safety car were to come out, it's going to help a lot of these drivers because they are right now just cruising along. But still, anything and everything can happen in the world of F1. But there is your P2 man, Dominic Mazzuzzo. He had a drive-through penalty in the last race, fighting against Justin Desir, so big points coming his way if he can finish this one where he is. But the main man, Cody Lawrence, he's in P1, and he is flying out there. He's putting in some quick times. But let's go down the order. Do we have any close battles here? As we're on lap 12 of 30. Jaden Harrison, he's 7 seconds off P2 of Dominic. So he's got some work to do. 6 seconds off is Sven. He's also having a bit of work to do. But there you see to the leader how far all the drivers are. So it's not going to be easy for them to catch up to Red Bull. They are far up ahead. Who else do we have pretty close by? Justin Desir. He's trying to crack into the top 10. He's got Parker on the hard tires. Justin's on the softs. And do we see some trouble on the front straight. Oh, we do. He stopped it. That's Joshua. Got virtual safety car is deployed. Please watch the third DRS straight. Virtual safety car is deployed. Slow down your pace. No overtaking. No overtaking. Joshua Steinberg is pulled over to one of the fastest parts of the circuit. And the second caution is now out. So we're going to first get everybody bunched up first before we get through lap traffic. So right now, no overtaking, no overtaking. Just catch up to the leader. So maximum pace right now for the leader. 100 kilometers, just 100 kilometers. We're going to get everybody stacked up first. So even if you're a lap car, don't worry. Just keep in line and catch up to the leader. If you've not caught up to the leader, do not do 100 kilometers. Just catch up, and then you'll be just following the pace from there. So, second caution is out, and we're hearing in the chat there from Josh. Joshua, his engine is blown up on that straight. That is mighty unfortunate for him. But the second virtual safety car of the day, in that time, was for a strucken car on track. So VSC is out now for the second time in this race. And the driver's starting to slowly come all together. So, wow, this race is really giving us that feel from last year as well. And heartbreaking emotions for some of these drivers through this field. And thank you so much there for the shout out. I appreciate that. We still got a long way in this one. A couple of drivers are entering the pit lane. And Cody Lawrence, this is interesting. So just remember, guys, you can come in if you want to. But if you do plan to change your tires, you must make another pit stop under green. Evan, to answer your question there, if you were already in the pits and the VSC came out, you're fine. You don't have to worry. You've already made your pit stop. So that goes for everyone. If you were in the pits already and the virtual safety car came out at that point, you are good. All right, so under caution here. And pit lane is busy, probably repairing some damage. So just to update everyone, the rule for lap traffic, you only get to go around once. You only get to go around once, and we're just going to keep shuffling around until the order is properly set. So if we come around and, for example, a P15 is still ahead of a P18 or behind, we're just going to keep going around and shuffling up until we can get that order properly set. But meanwhile, still no overtaking, no overtaking. So far, we've only lost, who is this? Martin Webster, Michael McName, and Anderson Baiano. 3 cars out. We're down to 20 competitors in this one. And also Joshua Steinberg as well. All right, when I call your name, you can overtake. Please do it in a safe manner. David Costa, back up, back up. I did not call your name. Please, please back up. You cannot overtake cars like that. And I just saw him. David? All right, just one moment, guys. Just want to follow up on this. So, David Costa, has he not gotten the memo? He was not called out. He's just illegally overtaken the field. And unfortunately, he's going to be disqualified. He's not in the voice channel. And that is very unfortunate for him. We have a strict rule out there. He needs to go through.
So he's going to be out of this race. That is a shame. Yep, Evan, you can keep going. You can keep going. So, hold on. Now, the following drivers can go through. All right, Tezwanto, you can overtake. Tezwanto, you can now overtake. So, catch up to the field. Danny Nasir, you can now go. Danny Nasir, you can now go. So, Casper is good. Easy. Rupnarine, Andrew Rupnarine, in a safe manner you can go. Andrew Rupnarine, in a safe manner you can go. So P9, all good. 10th is great. 11th, all good there. Brandon Smith, you can overtake. Brandon Smith, you can overtake. So please do so in a safe manner. Just watch the cars ahead of you as you're overtaking. So just gonna give... So please just give Brandon some space there as he's coming up through the field. He's just crossing over the top 10. All right, so as of now, we are just waiting for those couple of drivers to catch up through the field. So, once again, under caution for the second time in the championship. So, first caution coming out, that was a huge wreck after T2. And then, we just have our second caution for a strucken car on track. So as all drivers slowly start to catch up, now we look at our top three. It's changed now. Remember, Cody Lawrence needs to make a pit stop once again. A lot of these drivers do still need to make a pit under green. So as all drivers coming around to catch up, this grid is really shuffled up through this one. This race direction is pretty busy around here. So let's take a look at that top 10. So Nick Edwards is P10, Justin P11, P12 going there to Van Dorn, 13th. Matisse Parker, 14th for Evan Steinberg, 15th for Tezwanto, 16th for Danny Nasir, 17th for Root Narine. And yeah, we're just waiting for Brandon Smith. All right, next lap, next lap. All right, I'll check on that. Thank you, Nick. So we have a bit of lagging there from Casper potentially. Just gonna keep an eye out on his ping. So we will be going green by the end of this lap, So we've just reached the halfway point of the race. And we still have another half of racing to go. Second caution in this one. Same protocol as the last restart, so you know when to stop beeping. Plan on warming up your tires, give each other some space in between the field. Try your best not to brake check anybody as well. So at the moment now, Dominic Mazzuzzo in the lead of this race. Let's go back trackside with this one. And here we go. This race still undecided on who is going to take victory here today. But at the moment,
Maserati is going to lead this one, followed by the two Ferraris of Jaden Harrison and Hannah Adam. Tom Flex, P4 for him, and Marlon Young, 5th. Cody Lawrence, he's made a pit stop for soft tires, so he looks to be with some fast rubber. He's got a good start under his hands. There'll be no more weaving, no more weaving. So, Dominic, stand by. I will let you know when you can control the pace. Stand by. So, here we go for the restart. Start to catch up, close up the gap, nose to tail to all drivers. Marlon, you need to catch up. Marlon, you need to catch up. All right, Dominic, you control the pace. Dominic, you control the pace. Let's have a clean restart, guys. Here we go. Around the final corner, and he is gone. Trouble for Jaden Harrison. He's already got a little bit squirrely on pit exit. There, as a couple drivers are coming into the pits. Green flag is out, and we are back underway racing. We see side-by-side action just ahead there as Tom Flex goes down the inside of Anna Adam. He's gone up to 3rd position. Couple of drivers decided to come in early for their pit stops as soon as the VSC ended. That's very smart. Can't blame them. Cody Lawrence down the inside. He looks like he's trying to get one of the Ferraris of Anna Adam. He's got to go the long way. Can't get it done. Switch back. And can he get the move done on Adam? And yes, he does. He gets the move done. Wow, has to touch the grass for a bit. And even Van Dorn is also getting a piece of the pie. Ferrari is going down the order. Huge restart. Nick Edwards making the jump on this one. Something's wrong with that Ferrari on that restart. Something is absolutely wrong on that car. Oh, and look at that. A double overtake. Nick Edwards has gotten Sven. Great restart from the drivers as they head into the fast chicane. But right now, it's Mazuzzo who leads us off. The dynamic of that top 5 with different compounds of tires. Interesting one. Justin Nasir, also P8, he's also in this battle. But look at that train just ahead. As Flex now gonna have to defend on Cody Lawrence. Good exit there for Cody, slipstreaming, looks to the outside. DRS is not enabled just yet, but it does not matter for Cody. He's gonna look for a move. Can Tom defend it? Side-by-side action here. He squeezes him, Tom squeezes him, but cannot. Cody cannot get the move done. Bergstein also a bit of a chance to get an overtake as Nick Edwards looks to the outside of Cody Lawrence. Bergstein, oh, a little bit of trouble there. Back end just stepping out. The Ferrari of Adam also trying to go in, trying to close up. This is the restart that we wanted to see. Oh, a save. What a save from Bergstein. He'll drop down 1 position as Adam goes off the track. He spun it. Has he hit the wall? He does. Gets it going. Probably a rear axle that could be broken on that Ferrari. It's gone from bad to worse as now Cody Lawrence has got the move on. Oh. That's on Tom Flex. Tom looked to the outside, couldn't get it, door was shut. Momentum was killed there as Nick Edwards now, big chance for him. Slipstreaming to the inside, dives it down, and nothing that Sauber can do unless he pulls a switchback, which he does. Nick goes way too deep in that corner. So something is wrong with that Ferrari of Anna Adam. He's dropped down quite a bit. In fact, I'm not even seeing him on this list here for the moment. But DRS is enabled now for these drivers. Here we go. Have we just seen a retirement from Adam there nonetheless? Lap traffic, Klaus Klein has to stay off the side of the track. And here comes Nick Edwards with a possible chance of an overtake. Didn't have DRS for this straight. Looked to the outside, could not get it done. Justin also trying to cut through. This is incredible racing from these drivers. So Adam has actually went to the pits. He's down to 12th. That's where he went. Into the braking zone here. Small braking for all these guys. All of them cut momentum as they all nose to tail throughout this one. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison has been overtaken by Cody Lawrence. It's soft tires against hard. Looks to the outside. Cody defends to the inside. And those softs are really paying off big time for him. Meanwhile, as we also watch this battle for fourth position, I should have mentioned, And this is what Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club is all about. This is what we want to see. Trying to get the best angle outside on car shot. Bergstein also looking for a potential move here. Sliding there's Tom Flex. Loses the rear end. Tom's going to enter to the pit lane. Had enough of this battle. Fastest lap to Cody Lawrence. Meanwhile, as we head back up this battle here, Cody Lawrence on the slipstream of Dominic Mazzucco. Down the inside, he sends it. Cannot get all the way in. Dominic defends the lead in this race. They both still have to make a pit stop, remember. But Cody with the soft tires will get the move done on Maserati. Cody Lawrence, that pit stop has worked out brilliantly for him. But remember, still need to make a pit stop. 10 laps, just 10 to go. This is great racing. Jaden Harrison also a chance for a move. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Justin Nasir against Sven. Bit of a lift there and goes through the left and right chicane. DRS should be enabled, and yes, it is. Not enabled for the Porsche. McLaren, does he go to the inside? Justin will have to hold off for this move. Meanwhile, Steinberg also looking to try to chase down Matisse Parker. Meanwhile, here's another battle. Ruben Orion on Mike Van Doren. Mike has entered into the point scene. Meanwhile, Mazzucco has entered in for his pit stop. It's really going to be a sprint race to the last couple of laps in this one, as drivers still need to make a pit stop. Justin Nasir on DRS does not make the move this time, backs out. Not feeling like he's close enough. This time another chance for a DRS zone. How close can Justin get? Looks for it, cannot get it done. And that is crazy, crazy action here. In this one, 100 total viewers and 17 concurrent. Thank you so much for the support. We are on course for 1,000 subscribers. If this is the racing you love, hit that subscribe button. Here comes Justin Nasir around the outside. Through the chicane, nose is chopped off for Sven. Justin goes up to P4. Oh, wow. This is incredible racing. You can't get much better than this. So Sven has to start to catch up back in this one. A lot of drivers still need to make a pit stop. Just a friendly reminder, if you have to, you still need to make a pit stop under green flag conditions. If you have not already, green flag conditions, you need to make a pit stop. And it must be different tire compound change. And Lawrence is actually going to catch me to my word. He has dropped down to P5, 8 laps. For Cody Lawrence. Can Cody catch up through the order? Now, let me update you with this. Nick Edwards, Justin Nasir, and Sven all look like they've made a pit stop. I'm not too sure if that was under the yellows, but at the moment, that's what it says. I'm blinded right now. I'm not too sure who has made pit stops when, but we're in for a treat, as the top 3 is definitely undecided. Tezwanto drive-through penalty for cutting the circuit. Meanwhile, Bergstein and Justin, if their pit stops are under green, they're good. Crowd's loving it here. Oh, and look at that, he's backed off there. He looked for a move. Meanwhile, also up for the lead. Jaden Harrison leads this one. Crowd's loving it out here in Melbourne. Lap 23 of 30 about to go down now. Lap traffic just up the road there. Not too sure who that is. That's Tezwanto. He's just come out the pits. Meanwhile, Sven trying to play the long game, waiting for the best opportunity to overtake Justin Nasir. Lap traffic just up the road. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to see these guys just maneuver through it. Especially, it's a very tight part of the track. Justin fishtailing that rear. But he's still keeping it alive. Oh, trouble there for Tizwanto. We hit the wall. No! Oh, no! That's trouble. Tizwanto steering back on the track. I don't think it's really costed. It's costed him. It's costed Bergstein some time. Tizwanto hit the wall. Is he good? He's good. Cody Lawrence has also jumped him. Meanwhile, we look back at the battle for the lead of this Grand Prix. And this is amazing. And I just want to update, ladies and gentlemen, the following pit stops are going to count. Jaden Harrison has not made a pit stop. He now does. Nick Edwards is the leader of this race. He's already made a pit stop on, I think it was lap 11. I think he's good. Other likes, Justin Nasir also. Cody Lawrence, fastest lap of this race. Justin Nasir, Nick Edwards. And I believe Sven as well, also in a chance to win this Grand Prix. Incredible racing. I'm losing my mind. Who is going to win this race? Cody Lawrence with fresh, soft, compound tires. Still a massive chance. Lap traffic for Nick Edwards. This race, I do not know who is going to come down to take the checkered flag. Stephen Bola, lap traffic in the Williams, needs to get out the way. I actually did not see him throughout the session. I'm not too sure if he has just joined in. Meanwhile, position being made there for Matisse Parkers, who went down the inside of Andrew Rupnarine. Gap is closing down, 2.8 to Sven. Fresh tires on the Red Bull. Wow. Hard racing. Coming to the checkered flag. And actually, so Sven is going to enter the pit, so it looks like he did not make a... It's either he made the wrong pit stop of no tires and maybe just repaired some damage early on in the race. That's what I'm saying. I'm not too sure. I think Nick Edwards and Justin Nasir are fine. So, podium is back on for Cody Lawrence. We also have a little bit of kerfuffle here. Okay, that's pit exit there for Verkstein. Here we see Rupner Ryan and Matisse Parker rotating the rear end, trying to get the move done in this final sector. I think Matisse is just holding off. He wants to get a nice slipstream with the DRS on this final corner. I think he set it up beautifully, and he will get it. And side by side on the front straight, that's your battle for P11. You see aggressively that Ruben Ryan wants to tuck right in. Oh, bit of a lockup though. He's run off the track. I'm not too sure if he did cross over the DRS detection point. He hasn't, but even if he had, he made a mistake into one. Cody Lawrence is caught up to Justin Nasir. Really big chance for Cody to get back in this one. He's got 5 laps. He's just got 5 laps to do it. Fastest lap, 1:19.3. Cody is pushing. Justin Nasir will have to put up a great wall to defend against Cody Lawrence. McLaren versus Red Bull. I'm excited. Can Justin hold off? Justin is tied for the most amount of wins in CMRSC history. He's one of the first fastest aliens that the league has ever seen. And we're going to find out right now, what will he do against Cody Lawrence, one of the fastest open-wheel racing drivers in Assetto Corsa in the world. DRS is enabled, and Cody Lawrence will make mincemeat out of Justin Nasir. And those soft tires have really, really been holding on. 1 car to go for Cody Lawrence, and that is Nick Edwards. Ruben Ryan will get a drive-through in this race for cutting the track. Trouble for, who was that? I think that was that was Danny Nasir. One of the Nasirs there getting it wrong. That's Danny, who's in P13. So don't worry, do not worry, that is not a proper position being made. Cody Lawrence, 19-0. 3.6 seconds and 4 laps to do it here in Australia. Nick Edwards is surviving on old mediums against fresh soft tires. Van Dorn will also get a drive through. He was in 9th position, and he's gonna lose the top 10 potentially. That's the Williams there just going off of Stephen Bola. Lap 27 of 30, 4 to go. And the gap between Nick Edwards and Cody Lawrence is 2.7. And gap is closing up very quickly. 1.3. Sven behind Tom Flex. The Frenchman against the Dutchman. Who's gonna get this one? Meanwhile, can Parker just about catch up? There he is. Van Dorn there holding off to the final points position. A chance to get into the points is Matey's Parker. Meanwhile, we look back to this battle. Flex, Bergstein. Who's got this one here? Meanwhile, 1.8 and 3 laps to go for Cody Lawrence. Great progress to potentially get this move done. We're watching this battle for 6th position. Sven is going to want to open up that DRS and head past him as soon as possible. This might be the last overtake that Sven can do in this race. DRS opened up for him. Ruben Orion has got his drive-through taken. So, both of these drivers that we're watching here gonna lap and go through. 1.1 the difference. As we're still up to that 3 lap to go timer. And we're back on board with the leaders. Want to quickly take a look here. Sven's got it wrong. Sven has got it wrong. He's off the track. And he's not going to get the position to Tom Flex. And Tom is going to get through. He's going to scurry away scot-free. And I think it's time to stick with this battle for the final part of this race. Harrison is also on a fight with another Maserati. 2 Maseratis under pressure. DRS is enabled. We're gonna have 2 to go. This is it. 2 laps to go for the Australian Grand Prix. Nick Edwards has held off brilliantly. 5/10 now is Cody Lawrence. He saved up the battery well. All Nick can do is defend. Cody to the outside. Has he got the move stuck? Brilliant if he can. Yes, he has. Cody Lawrence has taken the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Can these medium compounds hold off till we get to the next DRS zone? There you see Nick Edwards is fighting. I think Cody Lawrence has done it unless the battery can now go up. He's now gaining. It's 5/10. He'll have 2 DRS zones. He's closing in. Maserati with a chance. Oh my goodness me. Side by side through the chicane. Has he done it? Nick Edwards so close. So close. Still side by side. Can he get it done? Yes, he does. He had DRS opened up. Nick Edwards got the move done. Back on Cody Lawrence. It's going to be a final lap shootout between these two. Nick holding off brilliantly. Can we see a switch back here? And there you see, he's holding him up. Nick Edwards doing everything he can. Squeezing him, making him almost touch the grass. Final lap for the Australian Grand Prix. Nick Edwards, does he hold off? No. I don't think he's going to get DRS for this section. Slides the car. And no, he's not. Cody Lawrence got DRS. He's scot-free. The gap is still 7/10. It's still possible. Cody Lawrence a little bit deep. He may have used all the soft compound that he has in this one. But the gap is 1.2. One final shot. Needs to get the DRS, but he's 3/10 behind. I think Cody Lawrence has done it. I think Cody Lawrence has held off 1.8. Yes, he has. Cody Lawrence has done it. Meanwhile, we also have another battle here. We'll switch back to Cody in a moment, but we also have the battle for 4th place. One Maserati has gone down the order. It's a battle in the constructors between Maserati and Ferrari. Can Forza Ferrari get P4 in the form of Jaden Harrison? Has DRS been enabled? Yes, it has.
Here we go. One final chance. We're going to have to switch off of them for the moment. And he's closer this time by. What a race it's been! Oh, and the Ferrari 360 saves it, but around the final corner, props to Cody Lawrence. He takes victory at the Australian Grand Prix. Nick Edwards will take P2. Justin Nasir from McLaren will take third. Dominic Mazzucco holds off the fight. And Dominic will finish P4. Ferrari for Jaden Harrison. They had their hearts in their mouth with that spin. Jaden Harrison takes the top 5. But this man, this is your man who's taken P1 there in that race. Wow. What a fight. What a race that was. Absolutely incredible for all these drivers. The checkered flag comes out. And hats off to these drivers. 2 virtual safety cars. Cautions breed cautions. But we've come to the end and I've lost my voice. Cody Lawrence is your winner of the second round of the championship. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you can calm down, take a sip of water, sit back. The action has come to an end with Cody Lawrence on top. Wow. There you see the top 5 together, I think that is. Nah, Justin is not there. But let's go. What a race. Let's get the top drivers on the grid if we can. Just on the grid. I think Justin, yeah, there he is. So let's get the top 3 lined up in podium formation if we can, please. Wow. Wow, my voice is absolutely gone after that one. But there you go. Your race winner. Number 1 on that car for a reason. And Cody Lawrence is going to get some celebratory donuts. CMRSC, very happy to see this man on top once again. Wow. Incredible, absolutely incredible. We'll have some after-race debriefing after the interviews and after the stream goes off air. But first of all, massive congratulations to all drivers who were able to make it to the checkered flag. That was a bit of a chaotic one, but we come to the end with an absolutely amazing, amazing ending to the Australian Grand Prix. We're going to talk to our race leader right now, Cody Lawrence, with the highest IQ of a pit stop and getting it done with the fresh, soft tires. The game of chess for you played out brilliantly when everyone was playing checkers. Cody, you take victory in Australia. How does that one feel?
Well, that was pretty scary, I would say, trying to come back through on those C3s. I wanted to make sure I didn't abuse the speed because we were trying to hold to 100 kph, so I tried to be respectful of that, but I'm not. That's something we might want to clarify after we're done here. But yeah, I figured that pit stop, I know the tires are going to be cold. We aren't really able to generate a lot of temperature out of the safety cars, so I figured I wanted C3s, fresh C3s, to try to come back at the people who stayed out, and I knew I still needed to pit again, so I figured best shot was pitting, splitting the race in half with the 3s, and seeing where it took me. Like I said, pretty scary stuff trying to come back through. I think I got hit under safety car once and had a little bit of damage on the whole left side of the car from lap 15 onwards, but yeah, I'll take it. It was very tight at the end, and I've had a fantastic battle with Nick as well. He defended really well. I didn't think he'd come back on lap 29. I think he used every bit of energy to come back into turn 9 and went side by side through the chicane, which I wasn't expecting. And yeah, I mean, kudos to him on the defense because he did a fantastic job. I know the tires and the energy difference were huge at that point, so he did a fantastic job with what he had. So I'm happy to win that one in the end. That was a bit rambling, but like I said, that was fun. That was fun, but scary.
you played it out perfectly. Fun but scary, especially. You know, we did not know. We saw you pitting during under the caution. We're like, we know Cody still needs to make that pit stop. He does in the race, drops down basically outside the top 5, and it's all about working your way up. Take us through the emotions and how important that battery in properly managing it was in that last couple laps.
Well, in the last, I guess, on the restart, just trying to make positions as quickly as I could. I think I had a little coming together with, I don't know how to pronounce his name, apologies. And Adam, I think we had a little coming together when I was trying to look at switchback move out of 3 and 4, and apologies to him for that. I thought he was still there on my inside into 5, but just trying to pick off positions as quickly as possible, trying to be patient, but wait for the opportunities because I know I had the tire, I know I had the pace with that tire offset, so. Yeah, and then pitting again, I knew I needed to run down Justin and Nick, and I didn't know if they'd pitted or not, but I treated it as, well, I got to go get them. So I just went flat out from there, and like I said, had the fantastic battle with Nick, and he put on a good defense. So having that energy and tire was huge to be able to do what I did there.
Well, absolutely excellent effort. A well-deserved race win for you here. Congratulations on probably one of your more intense race wins you've ever had in our league. So congratulations on P1. You continue to lead this championship.
Thank you very much.
Send you back to the audience. And let's speak to our man in P2 who put up a valiant effort. So close. I've invited you here to talk with me. Nick, oh my goodness, that was hell. We're using those old medium tires to hold off to the very end, and you did so well, but it was just the tires that were holding you back. I feel like you take P2, but I don't think that's a P2 to put your head down over. That's a P2 that you should be very, very proud of. Take us through that race.
Well, thanks, Raul. Yeah, at the start, we had that early safety car, and we had a restart. And I had a really low aero setup, so I was just rapid on the straights, barely using any battery at all. So going into turn 1, I had contact. I was spun around, 2 red wings, front and rear. And then for the next 6 or so laps, I tried to just get the tires to the next pit stop before realizing I was losing too much time, 3-4 seconds a lap. So I pit on the C1, expecting to go to the end until we got the second safety car, which gave me the opportunity to go back onto the C2s and sort of restore my original strategy in the end. And I think I caught a lot of people out on that strategy.
Indeed, yeah. Coming up to the end of that race, same question for you. Take us through those emotions. You're leading the Grand Prix. You have 3 laps to just hold off, and you know you're about to go into war. Take us through all those emotions, especially that moment where you're like, you know what? If I am first, I'm last. Shout out Ricky Bobby. And you went side by side through that chicane that really had all our jaws dropped. What was that like on your cockpit view?
Yeah, that was really fun. The speed differential there was just insane. It felt like a rocket ship. With 3 laps to go, what you're saying is exactly what I was thinking. Is I can do this, but because I saw Cody had to get through P2 and some traffic, some back markers as well, and I thought, okay, I got this, but he was about 2 seconds a lap faster than me, and every lap improving. I don't know how he got the battery to work like that, but because for me, it was just the low downforce, hence going through that turn 9 side by side at such an insane speed. Yeah, I thought I could hold on, but in the end, credit to Cody, he has tremendous speed, so congrats to him.
And congratulations to you as well. Incredible effort, incredible racing from you in that one. So close to that race win, but it's coming your way, that's for sure.
Thanks, Raul.
I'll send you back to the chat, and we're going to talk to our man in 3rd position. And we have Justin Nasir. I've invited you up to talk with me, Justin. I do see your mic muted there. But, wow! Yeah, racing was very good on your end as well, cutting up through the traffic throughout this one. A bit of a war to go through. Albert Park, wouldn't you say there, Justin? I cannot hear you. All right, just going to give Justin a moment there. But incredible racing from that top 2.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect, yes. Yeah, take us through that one.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Yeah, it wasn't the smoothest race by any stretch. Started in qualifying, never got a clean lap. Was on a decent one. Midway through qualifying, car crashed in front of me. Lost 3 seconds in the last sector. Ended up starting just outside the top 10. First lap, got damaged, got hit into turn, turn 3. I got hit in the front, the rear, had damage. Then there was a crash ahead of me. It broke my suspension, which is incredible with the damage not being all the way up. Had to pit because it could not turn left. It got the compound change out of the way, which was nice. I just tossed softs on and it was like, I'm gonna just drive. And then the second safety car came out. I put mediums on. I had more damage. We're not gonna discuss that. And then after that safety car, I really had no other issues. I kind of just found my way through what I could. And I got to second, and when Cody came cruising up behind me, I had no battery left. I was like, it's over. I was like, I got no defense for this. I have no battery left. So he just blew by me, and I was just kind of a sitting duck, and I was kind of stuck in third at that point. I was out of battery. I charged it up a little bit, but I could never get it back, and then my tires started going away at the very end. Like, my left front was just dead. I couldn't turn right at all, and then... But yeah, I mean, overall, not too bad for my first lap on the track was about 10 minutes before Q. So, I mean... Oh, I'd like to thank Cody for the setup also. That was good. I grabbed that. That was real good.
I think everybody's going to be thanking Cody for the setup, to be fair.
Yeah, that was real nice. That made my life a little bit easier. The setup was really good in the race. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, not too bad to get a podium out of it after starting just outside the top 10 and having all the issues I had. I had to repair my car twice in the race, and I still managed to get a podium. So, I'll take it. Good points.
Hell raised for you, especially that final restart where you were just trailing that pack of cars ahead of you and you're just watching it all unfold and then just kind of keeping your nose clean through there and watching everybody pit around you. But hey, great result.
Just pick my way through.
Take what you can get. Congratulations, P3 result for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Drag you back there. If you want to stick around for the race debrief, you can join into the lounge voice chat. That is where it will all go down. As for now, just want to say a massive thank you to all drivers who've come out here today, a little bit to talk about after the race, which we will do so you can stick around. I'll be back there as well, going through some of the incidents. Overall, if that's all you have for today, we'll see you next week, hopefully, for the third round of the championship. We are heading for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Server will be up shortly. Should be a fun one. We'll see you there soon. So, incredible racing from all the drivers there. Thank you so much for tuning into CMRSC. 2 virtual safety cars, lots of carnage, but the ending of that race will be unforgettable. One of the races of the year, potentially. Who knows? Now we just gotta wait and see how the real world of F1 will do at the same circuit. And hey, if there are a lot of cautions, we predicted it first. Thank you so much for tuning in to another round of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Next week, it's the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. We'll see you back there. Same time, same place here at CMRSC. I'm Rahul Nasir. Take care. Have a good rest of your day.
Don't look back. I know you feel like you're losing track. I know your heart bleeds. Don't lose your mind. Just let it be. I know you're dying inside.